An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. Sorry. I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early. Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back in his pocket. You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to the next round. Urgh. Glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. It was just Phi. And of course, Clover. Where's Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him. I see.
How's he doing? Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really nowhere to know.
We've changed then, huh?
Right. So, what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory. Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things? Yeah, it did. Was there any of that Accelavir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Accelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor. My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? I only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged. Dragon said, but it was me, Dio.
Where does that leave us? It was indeed him, Dio. Did you not hear my line?
Yeah, there's another line.
We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends. What are you gonna do? I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it. I'll show you the way then. That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know, maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Accelavir hidden somewhere in there. God, what a bastard. Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too. And I'm glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Okay then. Guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. Couldn't tell me anything about the lab except that journal you found, with his words. Some sort of bullshit language. He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, what time in the dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language.
A dead language.
Or that
What?
it's frozen on my end. There we go.
Oh.
I had to guess that the word was language. It was DE, and then it froze, and I'm like, it's gonna have to be dead language, but I don't know what else is gonna. Okay. Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log. It's not going to be some sort of I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little bit of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. Most of these words I've never even seen before.
I started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait.
Hmm?
I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. It's gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right. I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
This is you.
Do you want me to read this?
Sure.
With the body's effective as Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. We assume the brain currently operates on a 1-to-1 basis with regards to time. Radical 6 reduces this to 1 to the square root of 1/6, or approximately 1 to 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or the square root of 6 seconds, i.e. Radical 6, have passed outside.
Yeah, that is how they say it in the game, is Radical 6.
Yeah. In other words, that's where the disease is named by.
Yeah.
I figured, but artistic liberties. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, the patient affected by Radical 6 would feel as only 4 seconds have passed. This is why the virus has been termed. It's not because it's.
It's not because what? You cut out. Oh god,
It's
you're
not
choppy.
because it's super cool.
Okay, there.
Because it's. I don't know what's going on. I'm choppy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You there?
Mm-mm. Give me a second.
Let me see if it's on my end too, or if it's... No, on my end it's fine, so... Up. Looks like he's really quickly reloading the, reloading Discord. Bear with us. Yeah, so anyways, well, While we wait for him to get back, I'll give a reminder that tomorrow is Ocarina of Time Randomizer. So, the race for that. So, yeah, that's why we're playing on Sunday. Next week this will be on Monday because we will be not doing Ocarina of Time race next week. We'll be taking a week off. Let me check with him, make sure that he didn't just completely lose connection. Okay, it crashed. Fun race to watch indeed. Yeah, it's been fun so far. I have a feeling that at least one, if not a couple, dungeons might be completed tomorrow. At least on my end. I have a lot of stuff. But yeah. While I wait, I want to check. Oops, that's not what I want to check. Yeah. We're coming up, obviously, to the ally betray choice. Yeah. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Do not jump somewhere, that would be bad. Sadly, we don't have a lot of music while the reload is happening. But yeah, and I will say upcoming stream in August, it will be I will be playing in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles over Parsec, the original GameCube version, with Hito Retro Gaming and a couple other streamers, so that'll be fun. Yeah, it is cool they imported the bunny hood function from Majora's Mask. It's a shame you only could use it as a child. We can hear Inheritance.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. For a second there, it sounded like I had Radical 6 because you were speaking very fast about the bunny hood.
Oh no, ironic, maybe you do.
Considering.
Odd considering what?
That it's a device that makes things faster.
Or does it make you slower? Maybe it's like the Futurama ship that doesn't actually travel at warp speed. It travels so fast because it moves the entire universe around it that quickly.
Terrible. Also, I pressed the camera button, so whenever the camera comes back up, it'll come back up, I guess.
The problem is if it comes back up and I don't have the Discord in focus, it doesn't update it in Streamlabs because things are dumb.
Do you want me to read the line, or do you want to just
read the line? I'll check back for your face momentarily.
I'll let you know when my face is up on my end.
Okay.
Radical is another term for what is also known as the root operation, a function inverse to taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe.
Or cool.
Those affected with Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cost, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we've been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. Bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud had gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows and rats everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. Few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please. Let their future be a bright one.
Excuse me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. Translate a dead language on the fly.
I know, very, very intensely too. That was a lot of complicated words, I'm sure.
Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's, what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part.
Let me just check to see if your camera's up on my end. No. Cool.
Not on my end.
Oh, here. You're gone again. Okay, we're back to, I got it. I hope the technical issues clear up soon so we can make some good progress. But, I don't know if it crashed again or if Inheritance trying to reboot it. Oh, and Inheritance is coming back in. You there?
Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself. Good, I didn't have to read that again. I hate reading that.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What would you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excelvior that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal, it says that it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way to no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this is one of those quarantine facilities? But the journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
I'm trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters, which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say this for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
And maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic the newspaper article talked about happened, and whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but... we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? Most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
I'd barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that... she was
She's
gone.
like, my people need me.
Man, let out a long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary. I do want to say that the writer of the series, after the first game, was asked to make this one not as dark as the first game. I just want that out there.
He was like, I bet. Not as dark? Okay, so you mean darker. It's darker is technically not as dark. Got it.
God. So what, did I write it then? Looks like a loophole I'd use.
That's literally, that is a loophole you'd use. You are that guy. You morphogenetic fielded yourself into the past, into the body of a Japanese man, and wrote this story.
I didn't have to do that. I just had to communicate the idea to him.
Oh yeah, because you are a universal, not receiver,
sender.
informant,
Sender? How's he doing?
Return to universal sender.
He seems to be stable as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping. I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Phi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment the AB game was what I need to concentrate on. Lives are at stake. Mine. And Quark's. This is you, technically.
Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Well, we know how good your memory is. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as this anesthetic wore off, Quark could go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before he got to him? Perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. Anesthetizing? Anesthetizing.
Anesthetizing.
Anesthetizing. God, that's a word.
That is a word.
There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Excelivir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. What?
Dio.
Dio means God in Latin.
Dio does mean God.
But if I did, there's an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then what to do. Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint, I almost didn't hear it. Grandpa! Grandpa! He shifted a little, then fell silent again.
A root beer flow.
It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I even consider letting a child die in my place?
Very easily.
Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I'd considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic.
Am I not gonna get the choice?
There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice.
Am I not gonna get the choice?
No way was I going to leave Quark to die.
Please let me have the choice.
My hands tightened to fists as I looked down at him.
It's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so funny.
Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
Betray. Betray.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally. Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back. What about you? Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo if you don't vote.
Oh, I'm automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you. What are you going to do if Kay and Alice vote betray? Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I picked betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see, it doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way. Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright? Take care of Quark. Of course. You worry about yourself.
Of Quark.
Let's go.
Okay.
Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind.
Ugh.
When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
He went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. Probably been worried I might try to take the Excelivir from him by force, so he'd hid himself in the AB room. What
So
a coward. What?
Oh, Chris coming in to check on me.
Ah, okay. I was just checking to see if he showed up yet. But no.
Just give me a t-shirt.
I'd made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. I had made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
I'm wearing a sweater.
Sweater?
Yeah, I put on a sweater today because I was cold this morning, but I am no longer cold.
Where's Tenbyoji? Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray. Right. What will you guys be choosing then? Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenbyoji votes Ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, KSBP will go up to 9. But what if he forces you?
Ha ha ha. You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Matchy matchy.
Matchy matchy?
I'm wearing the same shirt Outcry's wearing right now.
Oh. Cool, I can't see.
Yeah.
Really?
For all I know, you're nude.
I mean, technically, I am Twitch nude, so I mean, it's good that you can't see me. I have to put a shirt on.
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me.
Alice can vote by herself. And we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay. Well, there's nothing we can do now. Kay told the truth. She'll be fine.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex's game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna. Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right and were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover, time for us to go.
Okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room. Think.
Excuse me.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick Betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that's gonna choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No, no way! He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chose Ally and we chose Betray, then you'd have 9
If
BP.
Ally chooses Dio.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio's gonna pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's gonna give us the Excelsior, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can't guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But You're gonna die! Dio is gonna kill you! You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. Give her my best reassuring nod, turn to face the polling machine. 3, 2, 1. Ally or
That's
Betray?
so funny. That's so funny.
Ally or
That's so
Betray?
funny. We gotta betray.
Betray?
We gotta betray. It's so funny. Ah!
After you threw her to the ground.
He threw it to the ground. There's only one choice I can do. Am I gonna leave a child die in my place? And the entire time, Sigma's like, yes, yes, yes.
Hey there, cool name. Oh, you finished Great Ace Tourney 2? Congrats, yeah, great ending. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results
I don't
will be
even remember
displayed
how
in
that
the
ended.
warehouse. Everyone died.
Oh, that makes sense.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Yes, yes.
Clover and I walked out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma. Why, after all that stuff you said? I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen Betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, alright? We'll just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah.
Ja, ja, ja. Ja. Where's Alice?
Betray ally. Ally, ally. Betray. Betray.
Suck it, Dio. Suck it. Get out of here, Kay. You deserve it.
Kay has 9 points.
Yeah.
Results from
You can get
round
out.
2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points. Yeah, that's the ending, cool name. Hey! What the hell is this? Sorry, I decided to choose Betray. Oh, so you don't care what happens to Quark? What kind of cold-hearted bastard are you? Jeez. Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
Yeah, inheritance is forever loading. We found the Accelivir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it. What? You mean he has it? Right now?
Nah, I don't have it. What? Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds. The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he was planning to do. No! Don't! I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up,
Just kill Dio. Just kill him. Murder him.
and threw it to the ground.
No.
You bastard!
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you choose an ally, this never would have happened. Want to blame someone? Blame yourselves. Gah. I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Bastard! Gah! He let out a guttural roar and leapt forward. Only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was Phi.
Hold it.
Why are you stopping me?
Because this isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean this isn't the time for...
Look at the number 9 door.
Kay. Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What is he?
No!
9. His BP is 9. What? Suddenly, we were all running toward Kay in the number 9 door.
What does Kay even want? What are his motivations?
To not die?
I guess.
Kay! What the hell do you think you're doing? What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious, but if you insist, I am attempting to leave. Are you fucking kidding me? I assure you I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind?
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
Yet what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice. The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait. Where's Alice?
Ah yes, Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no. What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave. Hey! God damn it! Wait! Dio charged at Kay. The larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed. The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay. Game over.
I want to see the consequences of my actions.
That's the consequences.
Ugh.
The consequences are game over.
I'm gonna be honest. It's getting a little frustrating.
I mean, you're the one
Okay.
that's been consistently picking these paths. So.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's like a lot of them just end. Like, we don't like the one where like Clover went psycho. Like, we don't know what she did. Like, she's just like, oh yeah, she's upset and she's vowing to kill us all.
That was a to be
Ba-na-ba-na-ba.
continued. There's more. We just need more information to. Okay, so where are we jumping to? There's Ally Dio. Betray Luna. What is this? This is Betray Tenmyoji. Is that who this is?
No.
No.
Let's go to that one.
You don't want Ally Dio?
No. Screw Dio. F word Dio. I'd rather betray Luna than ally Dio.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh shoot! Am I gonna know?
What?
Am I gonna know what decision doesn't lead to the same path?
What do you mean?
How I gotta pick the one that I didn't pick last time, but I don't know which one I picked.
You picked Ally last time.
Then betray. I don't even know who I'm betraying, but clearly that's what I gotta do.
I thought it was Tenmyoji.
No, I thought Tenmyoji was like, how dare you betray me even after everything we've gone through, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
That was Ally.
I don't know, it doesn't matter. We'll see now. We'll see in 3 seconds. Just go.
I think it was a different time with Tenmyoji. As I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running to the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Oh, oops. No, Tenmyoji left behind, his footsteps slow, heavy pop. Loud would happen to make him like that.
Chose betray, huh? That's messed up.
What? You said I should.
Hey, I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our VP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
It was the leading question.
Heh.
Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! Fido! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get to rock.
What does that even mean?
It said let's get ready to rock.
Oh. Let's get to rock. I'm like, what is that?
Let's get ready to rock. Ambidex game. Round 1. The results. If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.